Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Star Wars the Jedi Season 1, Episode 5 and 6 together into the same video. That's gonna be the last video that I'm gonna make about Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, but you know it. I made these reaction videos to prepare all of us, guys, you, like me, for the new Star Wars show that we're gonna have at the end of the summer about Ahsoka. One of you guys suggested me to react to this show, telling me that some episodes were about Ahsoka, and the first one was about Ahsoka. That was such an amazing one, so that was a good call and it was fitting well with my schedule, and I was like, why not? And when I tried it, when I discovered the two first episodes, I really appreciated it, so that's why you had these reaction videos about Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, and now you're gonna have the last one, you know, the last reaction video about this season 1. But I'm not gonna be melancholic, or I'm not gonna be like, oh no, I'm not gonna have anything else to react to next and all. No, I did all of that to prepare Ahsoka, to prepare the new show, so I know that I'm gonna see you soon, guys. If you want to see my reaction videos about the previous episodes of Tales of the Jedi, I'm gonna put the link into the eye, and I think that I'm gonna put the links also for all of the playlists related to Star Wars that you can find on my channel. I reacted to the Mandalorian, to Andor, to the Book of Boba Fett, to Obi-Wan Kenobi, so if you guys can be interested by that, check my playlist, and also subscribe to my channel if you want to have my reactions and my thoughts about Ahsoka, the new Star Wars show, if you can be interested. So yes, 2 episodes at a time, 2 episodes into the same video. It's the best way that I found, you know, to react to this show, and I hope that it's gonna work with YouTube. For now, I can't know for sure that it's gonna work, but I hope so. Because these episodes are short, you know, so making one reaction video only for one episode, I thought that it was not functioning well, and also with my schedule, I thought that it was better like that. And if for the first reaction video I had one sweet episode, so cute episode with Ahsoka as a kid, like really, we saw her coming to life, that was amazing, and after that we saw when they discovered that she was a Jedi, and I said it, that was such a peaceful, relaxing episode, I loved it so much. But after that, the 3 next episodes were not about her at all, so that's what I expect for these 2 episodes that I'm gonna watch right now to be about Ahsoka, even if I really loved these 3 last episodes, which were about Dooku and about him going into the dark, like into the dark side, I mean, because we saw really his evolution through years, and we saw how little by little he got tired more and more of the system in place, and he was not okay with it. And little by little he got more involved also with the dark side, doing things, you know, like deleting these files, but also doing bigger stuff, at the point that at the end he knew that because of him, his actions, a lot of people died, and it was something bad, but still he was continuing to do stuff because he was fighting for the good reasons. For him it was the good reasons, meaning that for him all of the system in place was bad, was wrong, with the senators, with all of them just thinking about themselves, just thinking about their own interests, making money and all. When regular citizens, weak people, they didn't have any chance, you know, and they were mistreated, and he was tired of it. The fact that he couldn't do anything really for them to change the system in place. He could try to defend them, but he knew that it wouldn't be enough. So that's why at the beginning he decided to go on that direction, and we saw that he kept that in mind all along, and at the end of the last episode we can see that he still has that in mind. But still, with Qui-Gon being killed like that, because of his new side, you know, because of the dark side, maybe it could have been enough, you know, for him to switch back, like, how can you do that? Like, you killed my old Padawan, I can't accept that and all. But he said it was too late for him because he went already too far into the dark side. He already committed a lot of things for the dark side, and he already had the responsibility of so many things which happened, so many people who died because of his decisions, that it was too late, you know, for him to switch back to the light side. I truly appreciated the last fight that we had, because it was really like Master Yoda was into the light. Each time, you know, if you are analyzing the picture, she was at the side of the light and he was at the side of the dark, you know, with the Sith Lord looking at him like that. And I love even more how this fight ended, because it ended with him closing the things on her to kill the light side, you know, by closing that thing and being fully into the dark, choosing fully the dark side, but still she was not dead, not fully, so she wanted to push that thing to let the light enter. And it was also showing that even if the dark side is gonna win a lot, the light side is always gonna fight, always gonna be there to fight, even if they have to die, even if, you know, they have no hope of succeeding, of winning, they're gonna continue to fight. The light is always gonna fight. That was such a symbolic fight for the character, for sure, because for him it truly meant that it was too late and that's it, he was going with the dark side no matter what, even with Qui-Gon dying, even with facing the truth, facing who is right now, being confronted to that, you know, being confronted to his own contradiction, still he chose that side. So for him it was really symbolic, but it was also really symbolic for the story and also for the fights which are gonna come. Oh, it was so cool, I loved it, I loved this moment. I loved also these 3 episodes to show us his evolutions, but now I want these 2 episodes to be about Ahsoka, okay? Like, we had a sweet episode with her at the beginning, but I want these 2 episodes to be about her because, again, I decided to react to this show a lot for her, you know, a lot to prepare me to see more of her, and I wanted to discover more of her because I saw that a lot of fans who were fans of her in particular were really in love with her character, so I wanted to discover why. And truly, with the first episode, which was so sweet, I said it began, you know, to create a connection with her, because now, you know, I think that when I'm gonna see her as an adult on screen, for sure I'm gonna think about her as a kid, how cute she was, but also her tribe, her planet, how it was, her connection, you know, with nature through her story. And also I want to have more of her because I want to be more connected with her. I'm saying it each time, I'm not a hardcore fan of Star Wars, so I watched a lot of shows, I watched all of the movies, but I didn't watch all of the products, you know, of Star Wars, so I don't know everything about everything, and even with the things that I watched, I don't remember everything about everything. I'm not a hardcore fan, I'm a regular fan, an enthusiast fan, you know, someone who likes to watch stuff about this universe, to be entertained, to discover more, to be really into that mood and all, but I don't remember everything about everything, so that's why for Ahsoka, except for what we saw into the shows that we discovered together, The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan and all of them, I don't know more about the girl, when you guys, if you are hardcore fans, you know more about her, so you had time to connect with her, I didn't have that time, so that's why I wanted to take time to connect with her. I really hope that these 2 episodes are gonna be with her now. So let's go for it. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon on which you can support me. You have extended reaction part or maybe full, I can't know in advance, but no matter what, extended reaction part. You have them sooner during the day for these episodes of Tales of the Jedi, and for Ahsoka it's gonna be 1 day sooner. And It's really the best way to support me. I'm a little reactor on YouTube and on Patreon, so if you want and if you can, it can be appreciated and truly useful. Let's go for this episode! And that's gonna be the 2 last episodes that I'm gonna watch of the Jedi. But like I said, after that we're gonna have Ahsoka, so it's not gonna feel like it's truly the end.
You're right on time. Oh, really? I thought it was late.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. She's a fast girl. I really wouldn't know. These are the new training runs, designed to simulate battle.
I didn't recognize you like that. Okay. Whew. Okay. You're good, girl. You're good. Now impressed. Good job.
Thanks for coming, Master.
Well, I was in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts?
You don't want to know.
That was that kind of relationship between
What's
you?
the problem?
It's a lousy test.
But it's what every Jedi does.
Exactly.
Like it's not enough?
Test?
Name it.
Okay, I'll make you an actual test. Then we'll see what you really learned. You're right on time.
I thought I was late.
Well, that's what I mean.
Playing hard to impress.
Captain Rex and the boys have agreed to help with the test. It's our privilege, man. Let's get started. Head out to the center. Make sure your blasters are set to stun. Droids are predictable. I want you to be prepared for anything.
People?
You need to remain calm. Think. Feel the intention of the trooper who will fire first. You should be able to sense the moment before they even pull the trigger. Begin.
Is she gonna feel it?
Don't worry, Rex. She'll wake up. That's it. Come on. You'll be used to it. Wake up.
How long was I out?
An hour.
An hour?
Yeah. Jesse really tanked you.
Ah.
You ready?
I know that he wants her to be the best, that it's a good practice and all. His relationship with her, how he's acting. Oh, Anakin!
Again. Again.
You can see that she's exhausted, you know? She doesn't have time to be truly back.
Well, you're waking up faster.
This is ridiculous. The droids aren't half as good as Rex's men.
Look, I know this is tough, but I want it to be difficult. This is about life and death. The best way I can protect you is to teach you how to protect yourself.
You're not really teaching right there.
You'll be ready.
You're testing her again and again. That's not what I call teaching. She's teaching herself a lesson right there, you know, she's learning by herself. Not thanks to me.
Not bad. It took us 5 minutes to knock you out that time.
I can do better.
Are you even proud of her, a little?
Let's hope all that training pays off.
When are we? She was acting like he was arresting her. Naha?
You shouldn't have come here. There's nothing you could have done. For either of them. Why risk it?
She was my friend.
If you need anything, you can contact me with this.
No. I'm tired of fighting.
You there? Senator Organa Algeron.
That's right.
I'm afraid no one's allowed back here, Senator.
Forgive me. It's easy to get lost with all that has happened. Still, we have a duty, don't we? When we're able.
Who's talking to you?
We'll have to escort you back to the procession, Senator.
I understand. And if you should ever need anything, please contact me.
Yes, she did not have the time to give it back to you.
Break time! Break time!
Hey, droid. Finish him.
You can't leave it like that.
I'm hungry!
Ew. For sure it would have bad. Ahsoka, you didn't intervene?
Lucky. Very lucky child.
She knows it was not about luck.
We have to take the harvest over to Mount Hela tomorrow. That path can be dangerous. Is your brother coming along? No, but we'll be fine, won't we, Master Jedi? You shouldn't say such things. I saw you push the veils clear of me. You have it wrong.
Oh, it would be better to tell her the truth and
It's our secret.
yes, to tell her to not say anything. For sure you heard. And you're not coming, meaning that you have the time to warn people.
See you tomorrow. May the force be with you.
Prices were so low, they're bleeding us dry. I couldn't get half what they offered us last season.
What happened? What and why?
You claim a Jedi was here, and yet I find no one.
I promise you, they'll be back. I should be rewarded.
You thought so.
Lie to me and expect imperial favor.
He's not lying.
Do you have your saber?
And who might you be?
Let them go.
See? I told you they'd be back.
But he didn't listen, he didn't care, and he killed a lot, destroyed the village.
Your reward.
He doesn't deserve to die. But he deserved that lesson. scene.
Ahsoka Tano.
Oh, that was so easy for you.
Look what you did.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know. More will come. You're going to have to leave. How? Where?
You called for help.
Please, this way. I was beginning to think you lost this. Things have only gotten worse. Are you sure you're ready to get back into the fight?
Viens. Ah, the music! I want to enjoy it a little more, even if I have to cut that part for YouTube for copyright reasons. The music! You know that I love music into shows and movies, I'm really paying attention to it, but that scene got me well. Okay, it was great, it was 2 episodes about Ahsoka, so I'm glad, that was really cool. But I have the impression that I miss stuff. You know, that I miss informations, that I miss some scenes. And maybe I have this impression because the scenes that I'm thinking of, I'm talking about, you guys, you have them into other shows that I didn't watch about Star Wars. For example, Clone Wars or others like that. You know, for example, how the first episode that I just watched, the episode 5, it ended. It's making me think that these two, they prepared a plan, you have to play like I'm arresting you, and we'll see if all of this training, it's really gonna have an impact, you know, it's your time to shine because you're gonna be in front of all of these guys and you're gonna have to fight, or you're gonna have to hide who you are, like, or you're gonna have to do things and all, like, I have the impression that I miss something right there. I miss one scene. Oh, fuck. It's a little frustrating. But at the same time, all of that first episode was interesting because I didn't imagine at all the relationship between Anakin and Ahsoka to be like that. For sure, I remembered that he was her master, that I learned it, I think that it was into the Mandalorian. So I remembered that, but I couldn't imagine that their relationship was like that. And we saw that Yoda and Obi-Wan, they were looking at this relationship and they were judging it. Like, I can understand that Anakin right there, he wanted to test her truly, not only with the droids, but with real people, because during a fight, you have to fight real people also, and you have to be ready for everything, anything. So I can understand that, and that it was a good test, because for sure it made her better, but don't say that you were teaching her something, you were testing her again and again and again, you were testing her. But that training, you yourself, you were not really teaching her something, like she learned stuff, but by herself, because of all of this training, you know, repeating the same stuff again and again, she learned from it by herself. But you, yourself, Anakin, you didn't do anything except for having the idea of that training, but that's not enough, and for me, you have plenty of ways to do the same stuff than what he did, you know, to prepare that training for her, but to do it the right way, by not treating her like that, like it's nothing, like she's on the floor for entire hours, she's suffering, she doesn't have the time to be truly back, she's exhausting and all, it's nothing, let's move on. Or to act like he was acting with her, being so cold, being so rough. You can be into the same conditions with the same training, you can be supportive, you can push her, you can show her the way, you can show her how to do stuff, you can be there for her to motivate her, you can help her to find her way, you know, into all of this training, and that's not what he did. And he was not really talking to her, you know, during this entire training, he was not talking to her, he was talking to the soldier, to that Rex, you know. I didn't like it at all. But for sure it's going well with Anakin, with his character, with his way of seeing stuff. You have to be strong, you have to be the best, you have to be rough, you have to just do things. It's his way of seeing stuff, so it's going well with it. But it was bad. I like the fact that she learned from it, but again it's by herself. And at the end, it served her. The second episode, you know, it was mostly about her giving up because she has the impression that everything is destroyed and there is no hope anymore, and she's going away and she's trying to hide herself, her powers, and she's trying to have a normal life, but it's difficult for her to hear all of what the Empire is doing, to see that people, they can have hope, seeing that she's a Jedi and that other ones, they can take advantage of it by being a snitch, you know. But at the same time, I don't want to blame that brother because of what he did, because, you know, it's a little like the episode 2. I didn't blame that neighbor because he said about Dooku, you know, all of what was happening to the senator, because these people, they are living, you know, into a context which is really difficult, and they think that maybe they can take advantage of that information that they have because they're angry, they're desperate, they lost all of the hope and all. Can we really blame them? No. But right there, clearly, I think that it was a lesson for that guy, because you were a snitch, and because of that, all of your village was destroyed, all of these people were killed. Ahsoka, how she fought during that moment, it was so easy for her. That was cool. After that, she called for help and she's ready to be back into the fight. You know that question at the end, are you ready to come back and to fight? It's not a question to be ready or not. Right there, I think that she understood that she can't hide, she can't let things happen, you know, like it's not bothering her, and she can't let people suffer, so she has to come back. It's not a question of being ready or not, it's a question of this is time, you know, like I can't lie to myself anymore, I have to come back, I have to fight. It was cool! It was so cool. These 3 episodes about Dooku were so interesting, and these 3 episodes about Ahsoka filled some blanks, you know, about her story, her background. For me, who didn't know anything about it except what I watched with you guys into The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan and all of the other ones. So it's cool. I connected more with her during the sweet episode when she was a baby. During these 2 episodes, it was more to help me understand our relationship with Anakin and how desperate, you know, she was at some point, that she wanted to give up, and in fact she couldn't, you know, to understand her mood before coming back. So it was cool. Now we just have to wait a little, guys, to have the new show, the new Star Wars show about Ahsoka, about her, and it's cool because I feel like I know her more and I'm more connected with her character, so it's gonna be cool to be back with Ahsoka, her character, into her show with more information about her and with more feelings for her, with a real connection with her. It's gonna be cool! It's gonna be so cool! And I hope that this show is gonna be cool also, that she's gonna have what she deserves, because this character is amazing, but also a lot of fans love her, so I hope that these fans also are gonna have what they deserve, what they want. We'll see about it, and we're gonna see that together. So it's all for you and for me for this season 1 of Star Wars Tales of the Jedi. That was cool. Maybe I will see you for the season 2. When we're gonna have it, if we're gonna have it, tell me that on the comments if we have this information. But no matter what, I'm gonna see you in just some days for Ahsoka. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine? Crazy.